Down to this, Greeny. They're trying to change the culture in Dallas. You cannot be one-dimensional in this league. Brian Schottenheimer is trying to run the football. You want to know who's a part of the run game as well? The wide receivers, when quarters coverage is there and that safety is coming down to knock that running back out, the receiver must do his job. What if that running back breaks free and your guy is the man tackling the play every time? You don't want to be that guy in the film room. For a guy to be in a contract year and to take plays off, I don't like it. I played the game with Roddy White and Julio Jones. You know what those two guys took pride in doing? Blocking damn DBs when they had the opportunity. You want to know why our receiver group was one of the most feared one in the National Football League? Because we'd knock your block off every chance we had. George Pickens, he has to have that mindset. So watching that is disappointing.
The other one, it's the blocking, and then it's the not giving effort. It's not selling out when the ball's not coming to you because you're just sort of motioning to the defense.
All right, Cowboys Nation, listen up and lean in, because what I'm about to say isn't just about X's and O's. It's about culture. It's about what it means to wear that star on your helmet. Because when you put on that uniform, it's not just a job, it's a statement. And if you're not ready to sacrifice, then you're not ready to win in Dallas. Let's talk about what we saw on that tape. George Pickens, the guy's out there walking through plays like it's preseason in August. You got a safety crashing down to destroy your running back, and you, a wide receiver, got a clear shot to block, and you let him off the hook? That's not just lazy, that's disrespect to your quarterback, your backfield, and your team. Now ask yourself, Cowboys fans, would CeeDee Lamb ever take a play off like that? Would Michael Irvin in his prime ever jog through a block when Emmett was breaking loose? Hell no! Brian Schottenheimer is trying to change the culture in Dallas. He's not building a team that just catches passes. He's building a brotherhood. And in a brotherhood, you protect your own. If you're not part of the run game, if you're not blocking, if you're not selling every route like your life depends on it, you're a liability, not an asset. You want to know what makes a championship team? It's not just talent, it's trust. Can I trust you, George Pickens, as a coach, as a teammate, to do your job every single play? That's what the Cowboys are asking every single man in that locker room. And you better believe guys like Dak, like Micah, like Zach Martin, they show up every down, every rep, every film session, because they know this is bigger than one guy. This is about the star. This is about Dallas. Every play you put on tape is a job interview. And that goes for every player in this league, especially in a contract year. You think other teams aren't watching? You think 31 other GMs aren't pulling up that film and asking themselves, is that the guy we want when it's 3rd and 1 in the 4th quarter? Cowboys don't want that guy. Cowboys fans don't want that guy. And make no mistake, this is the year we get it right. The Giants may have a front four that's supposed to be dangerous, but last week, they looked lost. And our offensive line held their ground like warriors against one of the toughest units in football. So here's the bottom line. You either buy in or get out. There's no room for passengers on this train, because this Dallas Cowboys team, we're not building for Instagram highlights. We're building for January. We're building for legacy. Cowboys Nation, sound off in the comments. Do you believe this team has the unity, the grit, and the sacrifice to go all the way this season? Do you think accountability is finally becoming part of the Cowboys' identity? The Cowboys entered the 2025 season with high stakes, particularly in their secondary. With Deron Bland locking in a massive 4-year, $92 million extension with $50 million guaranteed, the expectations on him are high sky. Bland, still just 26 years old, has shown flashes of brilliance, leading the league in 2023 with 9 interceptions, 5 of them returned for touchdowns. That pick-6 total tied the NFL record and reminded everyone that his playmaking ability is the real deal. But then came the setback, a foot injury that now sidelines him for several weeks. It's a blow, no doubt, but also a moment that tests the resolve of this Dallas defense. With Kylan Carson on injured reserve and rookie Siobhan Revel on the reserve NFI list, depth has suddenly become the most important word in Dallas. Trickways Bridges, Reddy Stewart, and C.J. Goodwin are next in line, being prepared to shoulder meaningful snaps. Then there's Kyer Elam, acquired from Buffalo, a talented young corner who is now expected to play a critical role in holding the line while Bland recovers. Trevon Diggs, fresh off a knee surgery, has cleared his physical and made it back on the field, providing much-needed stability and leadership. But here's where it gets interesting. Stephon Gilmore, the veteran corner and former Defensive Player of the Year, has made it known he's open to a reunion with the Cowboys. At 34, soon to be 35, Gilmore isn't the fastest anymore, but what he lacks in raw speed, he makes up for with football IQ, technique, and leadership. He started for Dallas in 2023, and last season in Minnesota, he still logged nearly 90% of defensive snaps, proving he can still play at a high level. He's a 5-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro, and one of the most respected corners of his generation. Now he's evaluating his options, making it clear he's not returning for a league minimum deal, but he has not shut the door on Dallas. And with over $38 million in cap space, the Cowboys have the flexibility to make that happen if they choose to. At the same time, the front office has shown confidence in their current roster. They extended Bland for a reason. They acquired Elam for a reason. They signed Robert Rochelle to build out depth for a reason. Every move has been calculated to prepare for moments like this. Injuries will happen, but depth and preparation are what separate contenders from pretenders. And let's not overlook the mindset of this team. Bland's extension is not just about locking up talent, it's about sending a message. Dallas believes in this defense long term. They believe in the playmakers they already have. They believe that when Bland is back, when Diggs is at full strength, when Elam has more reps under his belt, this secondary will be one of the best in the NFL. And while we wait for that, this coaching staff has experience managing adversity. They know how to rotate corners, use schemes to protect young players, and find ways to win ugly if necessary. So here's why I think Dallas still holds the edge. First, the top-end talent is there. Bland, Diggs, and Elam give this team a strong foundation at cornerback once healthy. Second, the proven playmakers are already in place. Bland's record-tying pick sixes are proof that he's a game changer, the kind of defender that can swing momentum on a single play. Third, the potential addition of Gilmore looms large. If the Cowboys do pull the trigger and bring him back, they instantly add veteran leadership and reliability. And finally, this team has the momentum, the belief, and the structure to endure setbacks. Injuries are challenges, not death sentences, for organizations that are built the right way. So my conclusion is this: the Cowboys are still in a favorable position. The loss of Bland for a few weeks hurts, but it doesn't derail this team. It opens the door for Bridges, Stewart, and Goodwin to step up, for Elam to prove why Dallas traded for him, and maybe, just maybe, for Gilmore to ride back in for one more run with the star on his helmet. This defense still has teeth, and this secondary still has bite. Pressure creates diamonds, and right now, Dallas has the chance to forge new ones. Now I want to hear from you, Cowboys Nation. Do you want to see Stephon Gilmore back in Dallas? Do you believe these young corners can step up and deliver until Bland returns? Which matchup are you most excited to watch in Week 2? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Smash that like button if you believe in this team's resilience. And if you're new here, hit subscribe so you don't miss any updates, breakdowns, and hot takes. This is Cowboys Nation Report. And trust me when I say, this story is just getting started.